Presented by Sprite, the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you to 2K Sports. The fans are filling the seats in Orlando, the site of our broadcast, and where the Magic will be going up against the Toronto Raptors. For Toronto, they were undefeated against this squad last season, going 3-0. We'll see if they can continue that dominance. Let's talk about Blake Griffin, Shaq. He's improved his shot, correct? I mean, has he shown steady improvement in your book?
Yes, Ernie, that's because hours before the game, he's on the court working on this shot. He smoothed out that hitch a little bit. And Ernie, when he's hitting that shot from the outside, he is unguardable. With
the game about ready to tip off, we check in with Kevin Harlan.
And now your Orlando Magic.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. Looking at the last game for the Orlando Magic, it was a loss to the Wizards.
And Kevin, when you don't take advantage of your trips to the free throw line, which they definitely did not, it's tough to recover from.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, they left a lot of cheese and lettuce at that foul line, partner.
Not to mention some ham and turkey, Clark.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So the Raptors 5 right now. Gallinari is out there with Griffin. Then there's Kyle Korver. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's Nurkic in at the 5.
Kyle Korver really keeps his defender busy. He's great at running off screens, and that's where he gets a lot of his shots. And even when he doesn't get the ball, he occupies the defense, which is so important for his team.
Orlando on D. Bledsoe with him. He's coming off a 19-point game against Atlanta.
And Kevin, don't forget about his playmaking in that game as well. He was wonderful in terms of attacking the defense and figuring out when to shoot and when to find teammates.
And not gonna go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Here is Whiteside. First quarter, just over a minute played. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You have to wonder, as we've seen Paul George go from good to great and then from great to fantastic the last couple of seasons, what's his ceiling? I mean, with his size and skill set, there's very little that he can't do on the floor.
And George drops them both. Well, Clark, for Paul George, it's incredible to think that he was taken as late as he was in the draft, but as you said earlier, his ceiling is through the roof, and he's right up there with LeBron and KD as the best threes in the game.
Yeah, I agree with you there, man. Really nice to watch his development because he's made progress each year. It'll take an incredible amount of hard work for him to surpass either of those two in the grand scheme of things, but I wouldn't doubt anything when it comes to Paul George's ceiling. It's just going to be a matter of his commitment to the work and staying focused on realizing his tremendous God-given ability.
For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And there's the pass to Nurkic. At the elbow, Griffin. Trying to find Bledsoe. Gets it to him. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And the layup just gift-wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
On defense, the Raptors. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And a lot of their scoring in that win came from unexpected places, from guys who don't typically get a lot of minutes.
And you know what? Those guys on the bench, they practice every day too, even if they don't play every night. And that night, they were ready.
Pass to Nurkic. Kicks to Gallinari. Griffin a screen on George. There's the dish to Korver. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cannot hit. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
This game kicks off what should be an interesting season series between these clubs. And, of course, they'll see each other 4 times this year.
And it's George missing.
You're not doing your team any good forcing a shot like that one.
You know, I agree. He's got to know better than that.
Korver passes to Gallinari. Bledsoe, a screen on George. Griffin sets the screen for Gallinari. They double him with George. And it's Gallinari missing. Well, as Steve was saying, Clark, you know, they're in the same conference. There's going to be a lot of familiarity there. And who knows, after that, they may see each other in the playoffs, too, if all goes right for them, that is.
Well, that's certainly a possibility, Kevin, but we've got a long way to go before that scenario comes to pass.
That's right. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game.
Here's Beverly after Eric Bledsoe's score. Here's the screen. And Beverly kicks to Kobe. Releases from 15, and it's Griffin with the rebound.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one.
Here's Gallinari. No good. West with some nice D. Korver dishes to Gallinari. Pass to Korver. Feeds it to Bledsoe. Here's Nurkic. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Nurkic out of Bosnia, an old-school big man, size, strength, soft hands. He knows his way around the basket area. He put up some impressive numbers in the Adriatic League, now trying to make the adjustment to the speed and quickness of the NBA game.
Now, here is George. 14 points from him the last game against Washington. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Beverly, the pass to Kobe. Griffin with the steal. Back to Bledsoe. Griffin a screen on Bryant. And Bledsoe, here we go. They double-team Bledsoe. 6 on the shot clock. There's the steal to the left side wing. Here's Beverly. Offensive rebound. And Bryant kicks to Whiteside. George dishes to Kobe. Passes it to Whiteside. Second shot opportunity. Misses off the right iron. The Raptors have gone 50% from the field to this point. 4 of 8. Gallinari wide open. And again, Toronto no luck.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
And Beverly kicks it to West. George against Bledsoe. 5 on the clock. Shot to stop the drought. And there's Kobe. That's good on the assist from David West. And that's now 7 points for Kobe Bryant. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Well, Kobe has always had an alpha personality, but I don't think he came into the league as a natural leader. He was more of a loner, and as his career has worn on, he's realized the need to really engage his teammates for the good of the team.
Now, here is Gallinari. 9-point game his last outing, and it's Bledsoe off the drive, and it's blocked. Here is Whiteside. Outside, Kobe. Right side, George. No one near him. That's good, and it's Kobe with the assist. And it's a 3-point Magic lead.
And Kobe Bryant, I think we've noticed, becoming less guarded in interviews, seems to be a little more open and forthcoming and authentic. And I think that's helped him express his personality both with teammates and the public. And I find it to be kind of refreshing and a good thing.
Now here's Beverly, following the miss by Eric Bledsoe. Beverly, the pass to Whiteside. And Bryant gets it to go. Kobe's got 9. Raptors trail by 5. And Kobe, Steve, one of the most intense competitors the league has seen. Sometimes that intensity, though, can rub teammates the wrong way.
Well, the great ones always challenge their teammates to be at their best, and sometimes, it can go overboard. I think the challenge for Kobe is to figure out, his new teammates, what makes them tick, and make sure he pushes the right buttons.
Here's West after Eric Bledsoe's score.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
Yeah, and even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Brendan Haywood, he's checked in for Whiteside. Evans comes in for David West. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Bryant. And it's Brooks in for Patrick Beverly. Now here's Bledsoe. He has 6. Vasquez kicks to Covington. Bledsoe outside. Soft touch off the glass. Bledsoe's got 8 points.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Brooks kicks to George. Evans setting the pick for George. To the paint. Dishes it to Brooks. Haywood with a screen on Bledsoe. And he's going up for the alley-oop. That one's off, still out of sync. The Raptors have gone 7 of 15 from the field in this game.
Oh, ridiculous.
What a move.
Tore it down that time.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. A good job getting it started before the defense can get itself set.
The Magic trail by 4. Now here's Brooks. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Deflects the pass. Here's Covington. Brooks covering. Here's Vasquez. Makes it off the glass. And now a 6-point Raptor lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out in the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
Now, here is George. He has 6. That is good.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
A new front office starting last season for the Toronto Raptors, and it seemed the roster of the team was going to be subject to some changes as well as the team shed some of the big money players who hadn't been able to lead this squad to many wins in the past, and now they're looking to a promising future.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And they're also showing some muscle here in the first half, finding a lot of points in the paint area. And from the jump, the Raptors said they didn't want to be stuck in no man's land anymore. That is, too good to draft top-tier players, but not good enough to truly contend. They're trying to be forward-thinking and save their big contracts for real difference makers.
Haywood gets the bucket.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Raptors with the lead. Toronto calls timeout. Well, the Raptors front office, Clark, looking for players who battle. They want energy and toughness.
Yeah, exactly. They'll look at the stats, but at the end of the day, they want players with heart and fight. And I think that's a great emphasis to make as one of your core pillars culturally as a team.
Now, here's Sanders. Haywood with the rebound.
Good glass work there. Rebounds have been a little tough to come by for them in this quarter.
Well, it looks to me like they're still finding their way out there, but it is early.
Here's Brooks. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. There's the feed to Bellinelli. And that misses. That would have put him up. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the basket good. Covington's got his second bucket.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
Now here's Brooks. He feeds it to Evans. Nice D from Griffin.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Covington's shot is off. Now Bellinelli. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Washington. The drive by Brooks. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
And I thought the key to that first quarter, guys, was the turnovers they faced with that aggressive defense.
Well, the defense, as you said, Steve, has been really aggressive, and it's paid off for them a few times already.
So for Toronto right now, Sanders is out there with Thompson. Then there's Bledsoe. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Vasquez in at the 2 spot. Now here's Brooks, looking for his first basket still in this one. Fast break. Here come the Raptors, moving it up. Offensive rebound. Vasquez dishes to Covington. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. And up the court come the Magic on the break. George has got the ball. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
The lead changes hands once again. There has been no separation between these two teams tonight.
What an intriguing basketball game, that's for sure.
Now here's Bledsoe. He kicks to Sanders. He dishes it to Vasquez. Screened by Sanders. Covington in the corner. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play. Covington's got 7 points. Clarky talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
Well, these are the kinds of games you love. I mean, two good teams going head-to-head, an even matchup, and both sides very competitive, on their toes tonight.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, guys, Kyle Korver, of course, one of the league's most dangerous shooters. He said three-point shooting had better be the best part of my game, but if that's all you do, you don't get to play that much in the NBA. I try and be solid all around. I enjoy basketball and not just shooting. Kevin, he's a gamer.
He comes from a basketball family, Doris. Has that deep love of the game. You can just tell. Thanks. Shot off the pick. And there's West. That good on the assist by George. West has got the game tied up here for Orlando. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second.
Well, Paul George, PG 24, has solidified himself as a quality shooter from long range, but I love the way he looks to attack the basket. Needs to do that more often and more efficiently. And he uses his length and athleticism to get to the basket and to the free throw line.
Brooks kicks to George. The shot misses. Now Toronto takes it the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Out to the wing. Vasquez kicks to Bledsoe. Clock at 6 for 3. Vasquez can't get it to go. The Magic have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Bellinelli passes to Evans. Kicks it to George. Brooks outside. George sets a screen for Brooks. Back to George. Shot from the wing. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Blocked. 4-on-3 break. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And George with the stuff.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Now here's Vasquez. The pass to Bledsoe to the right side. Covington dishes to Bledsoe. Shot to end this cold run. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Well, you learn a lot about a player from the way he responds to adversity. And Eric Bledsoe, a player with tremendous potential, had to back up John Wall at Kentucky. Then he had to back up Chris Paul with the Clippers. You know, rather than get frustrated, he really made the most of those learning experiences, and now it's paying off.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Nurkic checked in for Sanders. Gallinari comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Korver in for Vasquez. And the layup's good off the glass. Gallinari's got his first points of the game.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
You talk about Bledsoe. He said in college and with the Clippers, he enjoyed both of those situations. The challenge of the daily battles in practice against star talent. He showed a lot of resilience and determination to find his niche.
Here's Bledsoe following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Bledsoe passes to Nurkic. It's hauled in by the Magic. And Bledsoe, guys, getting his chance last season with the Phoenix Suns to show what he could do in a starting role, and it paid off. His terrific play, Steve, was a huge factor in their surprising season.
Yeah, I agree with that, Kevin. Unfortunately, he did lose some time to a knee injury, but knowing him, he'll battle back and once again overcome the obstacles.
Here's Bledsoe following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Pass to Nurkic. Now, here is Gallinari. He's guarded closely. Poked loose. There's the dish to Korver. Good work defensively by Kobe.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
And Beverly kicks to Whiteside. Pass to Kobe. And here's Beverly. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Washington.
And what an extraordinary display of passing in that game, too, Kevin. He's making all the right decisions offensively. Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
Bogdanovich, who's checked in for the Magic.
Let's see some of the numbers here on Patrick Beverly. Last season's performance for him. Last year averaged 10 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the numbers might not reflect it, but the effort's really been there for him. He's going to get rewarded soon enough if he keeps getting after it like he has been.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, Steve. He's been unlucky not to have filled up the stat sheet more because his play has really been solid.
And that one's good.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Now here's Bryant. He's coming off a 37-point game against Washington.
I thought his rebounding was impressive as well. Guys, he made some big boards, really helped out on the glass, helped his team out big time.
Here's Bledsoe. Feeds it to Gallinari. Bledsoe has screen on West. Korver kicks to Bledsoe. On the wing, Thompson. Bledsoe outside. Here's Gallinari. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Now it's a 4-point Raptor lead.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper. If the defense is going to give it to them, they'll take it all day.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you have to just take what's there, and as long as you're moving the ball and getting good shots, that's all that matters.
Here is Whiteside. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Bogdanovich, no luck. Now Gallinari. Kobe with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Magic. It's deflected. West dishes to Beverly. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
The Magic making a switch here. Haywood's checked in. Griffin's checked in for Toronto.
You know, the Magic are still clearly in the process of rebuilding, but sooner or later, and I think it'll be sooner, they'll be looking to get back into the playoffs with the kind of talent they've started to collect.
The Magic trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far. Well, let's take a look at where Orlando ended up, Kevin, rank-wise in the league last year. 12th in free throw percentage, 13th in opponent shooting percentage. And for team steals, a little bit to be desired there. Just made it to the top 20 in the league.
Fredette, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Well, the Toronto Raptors, guys, looking at a rebrand for a team starting next season to celebrate their 20th anniversary in the league. Boy, time flies. New colors, Steve, and a new logo.
Yeah, they'd even considered a name change, but decided to stick with the Raptors. But a chance perhaps to go with that bird of prey connotation rather than a dinosaur.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And Bledsoe, here we go. Korver. That one a little long. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
And you go back to when the Raptors came into existence in 1995. It was Jurassic Mania, thanks to the hit movie at that time. That influenced the fan vote when it came to the team's name, but I think the Tyrannosaurus theme may soon go extinct.
For Toronto, they've gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Bledsoe passes to Nurkic. Kobe against Gallinari. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in. Gallinari's got 10 points in the game.
Well, you talk about the branding of this Raptors team, the new uniforms. Of course, we saw the Toronto-bred rapper Drake at a lot of their games sitting courtside. They had the playoff run last year. This is, I think, an up-and-coming franchise with a lot of appeal.
5 to shoot. Here's Kobe. They get it again. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's the 2K leaderboard with last season's best free throw shooting teams. 5th, the Raptors.
I think free throw shooting can be contagious, and it seemed like everybody last season just had the hot hand.
Toronto leading by 4. Picked by Griffin. Bledsoe kicks to Griffin. Pass to Korver. Gallinari wide open. Outside for Griffin. On the money from 12 feet away. Griffin's got 7 points in the game.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
And Beverly kicks to Whiteside. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
1:36 left to play here in the half. Bledsoe dishes to Gallinari. Now here's Bledsoe, defended by Beverly. Shots good by Bledsoe.
When they pulled up from mid-range, more often than not, they buried it.
You know, that's not always the #1 option, but if the defense gives that to you, you got to take it.
Here is Whiteside. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Reggie Evans, he's checked in for Orlando. Paul George comes in for Jimmer Fredette. Bledsoe passes to Griffin. Dishes to Gallinari. Griffin sets the screen for Gallinari. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. There's 48 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Beverly. Gallinari with the rebound.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter, and that's an understatement.
Stolen by Beverly.
Definitely a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Yeah, the wise move would be to find themselves a quick shot right away.
Toronto leading by 8. Gallinari passes to Nurkic. Outside for Bledsoe. Griffin a screen on George. Bledsoe dishes to Griffin. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 5 assists tonight. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. On the wing, George. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points.
And so that's the end of the... Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
I know we've said this many times before, but I'll say it again. He had a great first half, just an explosive offensive display there.
At the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had. He can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
They've got Paul George. Whiteside is out there with West. And there's Bryant, and it's Beverly in at the point. That's who's out there for Orlando.
David West has the strength and skill to score in the low post, and He's got a nice ability to handle the ball to get to his spot. And he does not back away from contact. As a matter of fact, he invites it. He loves playing through contact.
Here's Kobe, and again it's Orlando converting.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway, take the shot that's available.
Griffin sets the screen for Bledsoe. Left side, Griffin. Rebound by the Magic. Bryant's got his 4th rebound in this one. They set the screen. Beverly. Almost, but it rolls out.
I'll tell you what, the mid-range shot is not the easiest one to make, but when you've got daylight like he had there, I mean, those are shots you want to make.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Eric Bledsoe is still on the come as a playmaker and shooter, but because of his great physical gifts, he is certainly a rising star in the NBA.
And Steve Bledsoe, 6'1" with the 6'8" wingspan, blinding athleticism, and he's an aggressive defender.
Yeah, he's a guy who applies a lot of pressure on the ball. He attacks the glass offensively. He's given us some highlight reel blocks, too. I mean, this young guy is explosive.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Bledsoe right side. That doesn't go either for Bledsoe.
And offensively, they have yet to hit a shot. Slow start here to the second half.
Beverly with the ball. West a screen on Griffin. The drive by Bryant, and that one's good. Bryant's got 19 points.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Up top, Bledsoe, extended by Beverly. That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time.
And looking now at some numbers for Eric Bledsoe, solid numbers last season. He put up about 17 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And really for him, it's about putting in the work to improve his game.
You know, it can be difficult at times for him, Steve, but I think he's sticking to it, and I see his role growing as he stays the course. Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
To the right side. Here's Korver for 3, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 6 assists here tonight.
Well, Kevin, a look here at last year in the NBA where the Raptors ranked. 5th for free throw shooting, 7th in opponent points per game, and they were top 10 in three-point shooting. That's a huge part of their offensive attack.
I was just really impressed with the free throw shooting that you mentioned. Top 5 in the league in free throw percentage. Says a lot about their concentration and their focus as a team. And this is a key part of the game for this team. They've got to get to the line and knock them down to have a chance to win.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, sharp-eyed NBA fans may have noticed, but a new addition to NBA jerseys this season. For franchises that have won a championship, there's a small gold tab on the back of the jersey collar. The tag has small writing showing how many titles the team has won. The Celtics and Lakers with a little extra bragging rights. Guys, what a nice touch.
Yeah, certainly a badge of honor. Doris, thank you.
Blake Griffin, arguably the top posterizer in the game. Opponents don't like being embarrassed, and they'll take a hard foul on him if need be. Some have said that Griffin needs to retaliate for his own well-being. He's got to go back at some of those guys.
Shot from 12, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Raptors leading by 7. Here's Sanders. Paul George grabs the miss. And Griffin has said he thought about retaliating for the hard fouls, but he said, Steve, you know, it might be best for me, but getting suspended would be very bad for my team. He had his head on straight, obviously.
Well, yeah, credit him for, trying to keep his cool and not get caught up in the moment. But understand that, there's always a two-way street. He oftentimes initiates the contact, and he's such a physical player that he's always going to get caught up and tangled up with other players.
Gallinari against George. A nice shot by Gallinari. Gallinari's got 12 points in the game. The Magic trail by 7. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Lets it go from 14. And again, Paul George. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
They're earning their points with the jump shot now.
Yeah, that's 6 of their last 10 points coming in that in-between range.
The feed to Gallinari. There's the 3. Can't hit. The Magic have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Now here's Beverly. D right on him. To the inside. Sanders with the steal. Poked away and out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. You know, these are the guys you need to be aware of if you don't want your pocket picked. Here are last season's steals leaders. 5th best, Paul George.
2 words for you about this guy. Fast hand. He was able to come away with the ball a lot last season. He found a way always.
Aaron Brooks, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Robert Covington's checked in for Toronto. Vasquez comes in for Eric Bledsoe.
Boy, they're getting into a real groove from inside the three-point line, knocking down those mid-range jump shots.
Yeah, in fact, that's the shot they've used from that range, Clark, to get 8 of their last 10 points.
Covington kicks to Sanders. He feeds it to Covington. 5 to shoot. Fires it up. And again, no good by Toronto. The Magic trail by 3. Here is Brooks. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. West setting the pick for Bryant. Jumper off the screen. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 4th assist in this one. Now here's Vasquez. He kicks to Griffin. They double team Griffin. Here's Vasquez. And a miss there on the triple. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Griffin's been able to continue his game. He has 9 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
Yeah, he's defending very well, Clark. He's disrupting the offense. He's playing the passing lanes, trying to put as much pressure on as possible.
Evans, he's checked in for Orlando. Bellinelli comes in for Bryant. Brooks kicks to Bellinelli. And it's Orlando with another.
This game has taken on a new feel since halftime.
For sure, the energy level on both sides has gone way up after the break.
The Magic, Steve, a team that 6 years ago was playing in the NBA Finals, but a full-on rebuild is taking place in Orlando.
Yeah, the departure of Dwight Howard kind of set that process in motion, and now trying to build with young talent, being very patient, and you know, they've put some good pieces in place. They've got to continue their strong work, though.
George sets a screen for Brooks. He dishes it to George. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
And those could be an important 2 points, too, guys, in a close game like this one.
Got that one up quick. Vasquez has got his 2nd basket of the night. The Magic trail by 3. And here is Brooks. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his 1st points of the game. Kicks to Bellinelli. Fade away. Can't get the putback. Toronto's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. Now Vasquez. There's the pass to Covington. Over to the wing. Korver passes to Sanders. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Brendan Haywood, he's checked in for the Magic. Toronto calls timeout.
The Magic's offensive struggles last year were numerous, but a big part of it was that they just didn't get to the line often enough.
Here's Vasquez. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Boy, in a close game especially, those plays really hurt.
Brooks with it. Evans setting the pick for Brooks. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And for the Magic not getting to the foul line, that's a two-headed coin, if you will. One side of it is not attacking the basket, but the other side of it is lacking the experience and craftiness to draw fouls.
To back up the points about the Magic and the fouls you guys were talking about, they were dead last in the NBA in fouls drawn per game, Steve.
Well, you look at the best teams in the league, they can feast on opponents at the line. So this is an area where the Magic could definitely improve this year.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
It's George on the wing, pulls up. Another miss by Orlando.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
In low to Sanders. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Look at the free throw percentage. Unblemished since halftime, Clark. That's pretty nice.
I'd go farther than that, Steve. How about perfect?
That's good from Sanders.
You know, the Toronto Raptors found themselves in an interesting position last season. A new front office. They were looking to hit the reset button, and so they trade away Rudy Gay and Andrea Bargnani, and the team actually played better than ever.
Whiteside's checked in for Orlando. The 3 from George, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. 21 points for Paul George.
Man, a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
And for the Raptors, they would have loved to have drafted hometown prospect Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, especially with the Raptors' history of losing their star players, whether Vince Carter or Chris Bosh. He's a player who wanted to play for the Raptors, but, you know, the odds were always against that. In the end, I mean, you know, they did what they were supposed to do, and that's win games.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
And one other thing I would add is the mid-range game has been really impressive. I mean, they're showing great touch on some of those 15, 17 footers.
Thompson, he's checked in for Sanders.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the boards.
Yeah, both teams have really put in a terrific effort down low.
Vasquez kicks to Covington. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Covington's got 14 points.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations.
And that one's good.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
Now here's Vasquez. Brooks covering.
Grievous Vasquez, a 6'6" point guard out of Venezuela by way of the University of Maryland, is really a good passer and playmaker. Plays with a swagger and moxie that you love to see. You know, a couple seasons back, this guy averaged 9 assists a game.
Norkic checked in for the Raptors. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. And Brooks, here we go.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. And both free throws good for Brooks.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Vasquez kicks to Covington. That's tipped. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. Here's George, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Nice job there, attacking the rim and drawing the contact.
Yeah, I like that play there. The defense had no choice but to foul in order to save the dunk.
Both good from the line that time.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Here's Covington. The 3 from Korver. That's good. Korver's got 12 in the game.
Now you threaten the defense inside and then find the open man on the outside. Good offense.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Toronto trailing. So for Toronto right now, Thompson is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Vasquez. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Thompson. Paul George grabs the miss. George has got 3 rebounds now in this one. It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. Off target from outside.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half, still bageled in the second.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you impose your will against the defender. He came to play.
The Magic making a switch here. West is checked in. Unloads. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Thompson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Bledsoe kicks to Vasquez. Back to Bledsoe. George against Gallinari. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
Tough play. He had to fight his way all the way to the rim. Well, Danilo Gallinari back in action after missing all of last season after surgery to repair his meniscus back in 2013. 9 months later, it was decided that he needed an ACL reconstruction as well, so it's been a tough couple of seasons for Gallinari.
George dishes to West. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 5th assist in this one. Toronto's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Bledsoe outside. The 3. And Evans pulls it down. Evans has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And for Gallinari, pretty mobile for a 6'10" player. But coming back from major knee surgery, that's usually a 1.5-year process. We'll have to see how that impacts his game going forward.
West can't hit, so the Raptors will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Vasquez with it. Evans picks him up. Knocked loose. And now Orlando on the break. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Nice silky finish on the alley-oop.
That sequence, I don't think Clark could have been executed any better.
Stupendous feed.
Boy, I hope we see a few more of those.
Gallinari passes to Nurkic. Vasquez, that's good. Vasquez has got 5 points in the quarter. The Gallinari that came into the NBA as a great 3-point shooter, that percentage dropped year after year as he became, Steve, more of a slasher.
Yeah, and he might look to rewind and go back to that outside shot more as his knee takes time to get back to 100%.
West kicks to Kobe. From 10 feet out. And that's good off the glass that time. Kobe's got the game tied up here for Orlando.
Tell you what, he's been zeroed in on the hoop all quarter long, making big shots.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
The Raptors making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. Evans setting the pick for Kobe. Pass to West. Uncovered. Outside for George. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. And that's now 28 points for Paul George. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Bledsoe outside. Here's Griffin.
Ooh, that was awesome.
Look out below. And the Raptors making a change here. Sanders is checked in. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach for the Magic Magic was getting across in the huddle. His message, don't even look at the score right now. We've got to make one play at a time and execute. That's how we'll take this thing home. Kevin, he's trying to keep him focused.
And the second free throw, good.
Raptors surprised people in a lot of ways last season, but number one for me was just how strong they were on the road.
Bledsoe dishes to Griffin. Orlando grabs the miss. Now here's Beverly. The dish to West. Pick by West. Kobe goes in. They now take the lead. Kobe's got 6 in the quarter. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
You know, quite honestly, Kevin and Steve, I mean, this game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Well, then let's root for overtime. Why not?
Vasquez passes to Sanders, and out of bounds is the Magic will gain possession.
Boy, that's embarrassing, guys. He's going to have a hard time living that one down later when they watch it on tape.
And here's Beverly. Evans setting the pick for Kobe. Shot from the wing. Goes back up. No good. Nice D from Griffin. The Raptors have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
Ill-advised dunk attempt there. He aimed for the highlight reel and ended up on the blooper reel.
Here's Beverly. Yes! And the foul. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Whiteside's checked in for Reggie Evans. Kyle Korver, who's checked in for Toronto. They get it back. Now Beverly. Pass to West. West setting the pick for Bryant. Good D by Sanders.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Sanders with a screen on Kobe. Shot clock at 6, and he gets it to go.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over him.
Beverly with the ball. And the rebound goes to Griffin.
He has yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
So here's Gallinari. Here's Bledsoe. And he hits it to tie the game up. Bledsoe's got 20 points.
Griffin created the space for that shot.
Now here's Beverly, guarded by Bledsoe. And Beverly kicks to Kobe. Shoots a fader. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Toronto working the ball around now. Outside for Bledsoe to take the lead. That drops. And it's a 3-point Raptor lead.
They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Now they're feeling confident, and they're in a good flow offensively, so why not just keep firing from out there?
And blocked. Outside Bryant. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 6 assists here tonight.
And a virtual free look at a three-point shot. The defense completely lost him there.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, that's a shocking miss. That's one of his favorite spots on the floor, and the defense was nowhere to be found.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Kobe Bryant in his 19th season in the league, but remember, he's played in 220 career playoff games. That's almost 3 additional seasons worth of games. When you factor in his play with Team USA, I'll tell you, he's got a lot of mileage on those legs.
And Kobe Bryant, top 5 in all-time minutes played.
And Kevin, you know those minutes add up, but he's found ways to overcome the wear and tear and still remain effective. His great skill level and ability to make tough contested shots remains valuable. This is what you love, guys. Superb defense. A great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
And you just cannot afford to give up plays like that at this stage of a tight ball game, guys.
From about 16, rebound by the Magic. West has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. There's a screen. Beverly dishes to Whiteside. Oh, and here comes Korver all alone. Drops in the breakaway layup. Korver's got 10 points here in the second half.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
No one covering. And that's now 35 points for Kobe Bryant.
What an excellent performance from the field for him.
Knocked away. Stolen by Beverly. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition. Great assist there. Led him to the perfect spot.
Magic leading by 3. George passes to West. Feeds it to Kobe. West setting the pick for Bryant. Jumper off the screen. West can't hit. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Bledsoe kicks to Gallinari. Here's Korver for 3. The rebound by Paul George. George has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Rudely thrown down after the offensive rebound. He is ramped up now.
He is, you're right, and you figure this game might come down to a few of those effort plays.
Always does, Kevin.
I wouldn't doubt it. Seems like that kind of a contest tonight.
Rebounded by Korver. Korver's got 4 rebounds in this game. And they're in position to take the lead.
You know what? A bucket here would mean a bunch at this stage of the game.
Griffin a screen on George. Bledsoe kicks to Korver. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Bryant dishes to George. Back to Bryant. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And it's 37 points for Kobe Bryant.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Passes to Korver. Here's Griffin. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Nobody near George. Dishes it to Beverly. Outside, George. Over Sanders. And Beverly kicks to George. From outside, off the mark. Raptors trail by 3. Here's Griffin. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. They get Hassan Whiteside. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Back to George. Yes!
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Absolutely critical chance right here.
Yeah, they need this one to go their way, Kev.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Oh, draws the hard foul, and he'll head to the line. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Check out the game for Eric Bledsoe. He has 23 points and 7 assists.
He has been fundamentally sound today, making great passes and knocking down his free throws.
And guys, those are 2 things they've really needed from him.
Norkic checked in for Larry Sanders. Well, we can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, so strategically everything changes a little bit. Those were very important foul shots.
.29 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Bledsoe kicks to Korver. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, what a clutch shot. That could be the difference maker.
Big, big moment in this game.
And he commits the intentional foul.
But you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
In this situation, clock management crucial.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. For three, Bledsoe. Rebound by the Magic.
He has not shot the ball well here, and I think it's time for him to start looking for his teammates a little bit.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one, and that puts them up by 5. Here's Bledsoe. From downtown. It's good from beyond the arc. Seven seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they foul and stop the clock. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
From midcourt, misses. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
I'm alongside Paul George. And Paul, you really looked like you were having fun and playing a very fluid game. Did you feel like you were just in a flow out there?
I did. I got hot. I was looking for the ball, looking to make plays. The shots were falling.
Paul, thank you for your time, guys. This is a budding superstar.
Thank you, Doris. And, folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant.